Why I Help and Pudding. Back at the mansion, Claria wanted to discuss the request we'd just heard about, so the three of us talked in her room. "It's really nothing major," I said. "Master Jonas asked me this morning if I'd guide and guard them to recover the goods Master Tars had stolen by bandits. Only Master Tars and I know the exact location of the bandits' hideout." "Are you going to accept the request?" she asked. "Of course. They've been very kind to me, and 5 large silver coins for a day trip is an incredible reward. Depending on when the recovery team is available, I'd like to go tomorrow or the day after, if possible." "But Alan, your leather armor won't be ready for 3 days, will it?" "I don't really need it, do I? It's close by, and I've never worn armor before without any problems." "All right then, I'll go too," Claria stated. "Then, of course, I shall accompany you as well," Elna added. "No, frankly, I'm enough on my own. And Claria, your armor won't be ready for 3 days, right? I too owe Master Tars. And do you think I'd be in danger with Alan and Elna there?" "All right, fine, let's go, all 3 of us." So, Alan, there's something I've been wanting to ask you." "Ah, here it comes. It's probably about where I'm from or something like that." "Why do you help me, Alan?" "Oh, so that's what it is. A reason to help. I've never really thought about it. At first, I was just desperate to save a girl who was about to die. Once her life wasn't in danger anymore, well, it might have felt like I gained a mischievous younger sister. I was an only child, so I always wanted a younger brother or sister when I was little. There wasn't really any particular reason for helping Claria. I just did what felt natural. I'm not entirely sure myself, but you might have become like a little sister to me." "What? A sister?" Claria reacted with extreme surprise. "Is it really that strange?" "Well, for a girl her age, it might seem a bit creepy, so I can't blame her. But that's truly how I feel." Next to her, Elna was nodding to herself for some reason. "A sister." Now she looks a bit down. "Well, I might have said something odd, but that's probably why I help you, Claria." "I see. Okay, thank you for all your help so far, Alan. What are you talking about now?" "I've been helped by you too, Claria." "What do you want to do next, Alan?" "What I want to do?" Claria probably thinks I came to this continent with some kind of goal. But I don't have a goal. There's nothing in particular I want to do. I'm just living life to the fullest, one day at a time. "Claria, you're curious about where I came from, aren't you?" Yes, I've always wanted to ask. As you probably already know, I'm not from this continent. I came here by ship, but the ship and my companions sank. I'm the only one who survived. I can't return to my country without that ship. So I have no choice but to live on this continent. I just arrived, so I don't really have any specific goals yet. If I had to say, I'd like to study more magic. Couldn't you build a large, sturdy ship and go back to your country? No, that's impossible. It's hard to explain, but I can never go back to my country." "I see. So, like me, you can't return to your country either." The meaning is slightly different, but it's true that we might be in similar circumstances. "I understand. Just as Alan helps me, I'll help Alan with whatever he wants to do." "But studying magic, Alan can already use amazing magic." "I might have mastered fire magic, but there's a lot more, right? Wind magic, earth magic, light magic. I finally feel like I can settle down a bit, so I really like to learn them. If it's wind magic, this Elna is one of the Night Order's foremost wind magic users. Speaking of which, I haven't properly introduced Elna. Alan, this is Elna Norian. She's my personal Royal Guard Knight, or rather she was. Claria, this is Alan Corinth. He's my lifesaver. Master Alan, my name is Elna Norian. I am Her Royal Highness Claria's personal Royal Guard Knight. It's a pleasure to meet you." I took another look at Elna. She must be around my age, tall with red hair and quite beautiful. "I'm Alan Corinth. Nice to meet you." "Since you have a surname, are you a noble too, Elna?" "Yes. I am from the House of Viscount Norian. By any chance, are all Royal Guard Knights nobles?" "Not all, but most of them are nobles." I see how it is. "Well then, Elna, I'd love to see some of your wind magic during the escort request, if you don't mind." "Understood. However, I don't have a magic tome. Do you, Master Alan?" I don't, but just showing me your magic will be enough. Alan doesn't need a magic tome, you see. Her Royal Highness Claria. What do you mean by that? Well, that's a surprise for later. You wouldn't believe it unless you saw it with your own eyes. Ah, understood. A little while later, there was a knock on the door. It's Jonas, dinner is ready. When we went to the usual dining room, Master Tars's family, Beck, and Thor were already seated.
Master Alan, thank you for making such a wonderful dessert for us, said his wife. It's a popular dessert for my country. It's surprisingly easy to make and delicious. Oh, I'm so excited, Tara-chan exclaimed. The dinner served was, as always, plentiful and delicious. Now, finally, it was time for dessert. Master Jonas, would you like me to help prepare it? It takes a bit of a knack to get the pudding out of the ceramic mold. No, it's already prepared according to my instructions. Indeed, the puddings were already being brought in, as expected of Master Jonas. The puddings were placed in front of everyone. Is this the dessert? Tara-chan asked. Yes, it's called pudding. Try eating it with the brown part on top. I took a bite as an example. Delicious. Chilling it made it taste much more like pudding than when I sampled it earlier. Cold? What is this? Whoa, what is this? It's incredibly delicious. The reviews seemed excellent. I made them a bit large, so they should be satisfying. As expected, Alan, this is the first time I've ever eaten such a delicious dessert, Claria said, having finished hers the quickest. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Master Alan, this is a wonderful dessert. I've never had anything this delicious either. Good, it seems the wife liked it too. Is this dessert really easy to make? The wife asked. Yes, it's incredibly easy once you get the knack. Isn't that right, Master Jonas? Yes, I had the pleasure of observing Master Alan making it. The cooking method was quite unusual, but surprisingly simple. Master Alan, this dessert is wonderful. I truly enjoyed it. Would you be willing to sell us the recipe, if you please? Master Tars asked, now with his merchant's face on. Is he being overdramatic for just a pudding recipe? No, selling it is too much. I'd be happy to teach it to you as a thank you for your help. That won't do. For a dish like this, there are many merchants in this city who would gladly pay a large sum. I'd love to use it in the restaurants of our affiliated businesses. We could recover the investment very quickly with this dish, so please don't hesitate to let us buy it. Wow, he even manages restaurants. If he puts it that way, it's hard to refuse. All right, then I'll put the recipe together tomorrow. It might be good to try making it together with your chefs. That way I can also convey the tricks. That's wonderful. We can eat this tomorrow, no, every day from now on, Tara-chan exclaimed. I think she'd get tired of pudding every day, though. I'm so curious about what other recipes Master Alan has, the wife said. I certainly know many recipes. I even bought the Earth's Culinary Compendium, which was released in the Empire 2 years ago. It was incredibly expensive, a 36-month credit loan. Speaking of which, what will happen to those payments? Oh, well, it's an excellent book that contains all the major dishes from Earth, and I don't regret buying it. It's also in Nanome's memory, and, of course, my favorite dishes have been updated. I have the recipes, but there are too few ingredients. Most of the recipes probably can't be used unless the seasonings are more abundant. In my country, we have a wide variety of seasonings. Without those, the things I can make are limited. If anything comes to mind, I'll let you know. We'll look forward to it. Come to think of it, no one asked about my origins. Master Tars must have sensed that it's a sensitive topic and told them not to ask. The meal ended on a high note. When I talked to Master Jonas about the nominated request, it seems they can have the personnel and carriages ready the day after tomorrow. We decided to depart the morning after tomorrow. Back in the room, Beck and Thor were talking about what they had done today. They seemed to have purchased most of the necessary supplies for the village. They planned to do the remaining shopping tomorrow and depart for the village by noon at the latest.
The escort adventurers had already been arranged, and since they had plenty of funds, they decided quickly, after spending a little extra. They were adventurers they had hired before, and they were a party with a proven record. A party is like a group that adventurers form with their companions, and requests are usually accepted by the party as a unit. In that case, we should form a party too. Speaking of which, we can receive the reward tomorrow, right? How about we go pick it up tomorrow morning? You two will need money to buy souvenirs too, won't you? That's a great idea. Let's do that. After that, the three of us took a bath. We were quite tired after everything that happened since morning, so we fell asleep quickly. Farewell. It's dawn. Please wake up. Morning already. Today's packed with things to do. Time to get to it. Beck and Thor were still sound asleep, so I decided to wake them. Beck, Thor, let's go for a morning bath. You won't be able to bathe for a while, will you? Oh, right. This might be the only time in our lives we get a free bath.
The three of us bathed, taking our sweet time. Maybe we stayed in the bath too long for a morning. When we returned from the bath, breakfast was just being served. Perhaps because it was still so early, it was just the three of us and Claria. "What are your plans for today, Alan?" Claria asked. "I've got a lot planned, collecting the reward money, the pudding recipe, finding an inn, and I need to get some seasonings. If there's time, I'd like to register our party at the Adventurers Guild too. Then I shall accompany you." "That's fine. You don't really need to, do you? Beck, Thor, and I are going to collect the reward money after this." "It concerns me as well, so I'll join you." "Really? You could just relax. Oh, that reminds me. I completely forgot I was going to return this money to Claria." I took out the 55,050 Jenny I'd taken from Claria's carriage from my pocket and tried to hand it to her. "Alan, you can keep that money." "No, it's not my money, and you'll be in trouble if you don't have it when you want to buy something, right?" "I said you can keep it, Alan." "Then, Elna, could you hold on to this for me? It's Claria's personal money. If you two need anything, please use it." "Understood. I'll take care of it." Just then, Mr. Jonas arrived. When I asked about the cooking lesson schedule, he said his cook had an open schedule and was available anytime. I told him I'd like to tackle it after collecting the reward money, and he offered to have a carriage take us to the garrison. I gratefully accepted. Upon arriving at the garrison and stating our business, the captain, whom I recognized, came out. "Ah, it's you. The reward money is ready, and I have good news for you. There was a bounty on the bandit leader's head, 3 gold coins. Please confirm the amount and sign here." I checked the details. 15 bandits, 5,000 Jenny reward per person, totaling 75,000 Jenny in rewards. Separately, there was a bounty of 30,000 Jenny, making the grand total 105,000 Jenny. I had no complaints and signed. While there, I also got my and Claria's wooden tags back, along with the silver coins from our deposit, and then we left the garrison. Who knew that bearded old man would be worth so much? Maybe living by hunting bandits isn't such a bad idea. That turned out to be unexpectedly good money, 105,000 Jenny in total. Divided by 4, that's 26,250 Jenny each. 26,250 Jenny! Beck and Boar were in an uproar. The money we received at the garrison was only in gold and large silver coins, so I counted it with my own money and found it was exactly right, then handed it to them. "Make sure you don't lose it, both of you. It's a lot of money." "We won't." "What about Claria's share? Should I give it to her now?" "Alan, you can keep my share." "All right, just let me know if you need it." Beck and Thor said they had some shopping to do, so we dropped them off halfway and returned to Mr. Thallus's mansion. I borrowed some paper and a writing implement from Mr. Jonas and started writing down the pudding recipe. There were some characters I didn't understand, so I managed to finish it by asking Claria and Elna for help. When I said I wanted to call the cook and teach them how to make it, I was led to the kitchen where we had made the pudding yesterday. I supervised the cook as they followed the recipe. I explained tips and the reasons behind certain steps here and there, and as expected of a skilled cook, they quickly understood. With this, there should be no problem even if I'm not here. Mission accomplished. When I returned to the room, Beck and Thor were back from their shopping. They were packing their luggage and getting ready to depart, so I helped them load it onto the carriage. Speaking of which, what should we do with the weapons we took from the bandits? Beck asked. Swords, spears, bows, and other weapons were still loaded in the carriage. I'd completely forgotten about them. You too can have them. Is that all right, Claria? Of course, I don't mind. What? But if we sell these, I think they'll fetch a good price. It's fine. When I first met you, Beck, you had a worn-out spear, didn't you? Why don't you take them as souvenirs for your village? Understood. I will. Thank you so much, Alan, Master. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. The luggage loaded onto the carriage was considerable. They said it was more than double their usual return load. They were going to meet up with their escorts at the Adventurers Guild and depart, so we decided to see them off. When we arrived at the Adventurers Guild, 5 rather strong-looking men were waiting in front of the guild. These are the Iron Axe party who will be your escorts. I see, so this is what a party name is. Am I the only one who finds it a bit embarrassing? It seems I am. All the adventurers used axes as their main weapon. Right, Beck and Thor are my friends. Please take care of them on their escort to the village.
I said to the man who seemed to be the leader, "Leave it to us. We've been to Thale's village many times. We'll deliver them safely." Alan, Master, this is our thanks. It's nothing much at all, but please accept it. Beck and Thor handed us something. For me, it was 3 knives in a leather sheath. These were probably throwing knives. They were quite cool looking. For Claria, it was a comb made of some white material. It shimmered mysteriously and looked like a fine item. Are you sure? If it's from your hearts, I'll gratefully accept it, though there's no need to thank us. I too shall gratefully accept it. This is the first time I've received such a wonderful gift. Alan and Master are the benefactors of our village. You defeated the Black Blight, even gave us its meat, escorted us, protected us from bandits, shared the reward money, and helped us start a good business. We will never forget this kindness. You're being overdramatic. Most of it just happened. You two worked hard too. We did nothing at all, but we'll continue our sword training and work hard to become even a little bit closer to Alan and Master. Indeed, if we ever meet again, I'll train you again, Claria said. Alan, Master, if you're ever in the vicinity, please visit our village. It's a promise. Understood. It's a promise. Well then, see you again someday. Beck, Thor, farewell. Beck and Thor departed, and we continued to watch them until they were out of sight. Since we came all the way to the Adventurers Guild, let's go ahead and register our party. Oh, Elna, you're already registered as an adventurer, right? Yes, I am. I'm C rank. I see. Well, that's perfect, since Claria and I are the same rank. What? Lady Rhea is C rank? That's right. I just registered yesterday, and they told me I was C rank. More importantly, Alan, what will our party name be? As long as it's not too weird, anything's fine. You and Claria can decide. Indeed, it can't be anything strange. Elna, we need to decide this carefully. After that, Claria and Elna deliberated at a corner of the guild for a long time. It must have been more than 10 minutes. How about Shining Star? Elna suggested. I see. Shining Star. Not bad. I didn't understand what was so I see about it, so I asked, and Elna quietly explained. Claria's surname, Starvine, apparently means shining star. I felt a little embarrassed, but it seemed better than the other options that had come up. Sounds good to me, Shining Star. Then it's decided. At the reception, the same staff member from yesterday was there, so we asked to register our party. Since no other party named Shining Star existed, registration was possible. Apparently, there was no fee. All right, Alan, Lady Rhea, Elna, we will register your party as Shining Star. Who will be the leader? Rhea should be the leader, right? It's Shining Star after all. I also believe Lady Rhea should be the leader. Alan should be the leader. The strongest person should be the leader. Besides, I don't like to stand out too much. When she put it that way, it was true. Elna also seemed to give up. Then, Alan, please. Also, about that nominated request, we've decided to accept it, but do we need to do any procedures? I'll give you this request form. Once you get a completion signature on it, the request will be complete. Understood. Thank you very much. We left the guild and walked back to the mansion. Speaking of which, Elna, that leather armor of yours doesn't look very good. What happened to your original armor? The Royal Guard armor is very conspicuous, so I sold it in the Sicilio Kingdom and converted into operating funds. My apologies, Lady Rhea. I gave away the armor provided by the kingdom. The armor doesn't matter. I see. I hadn't noticed at all. Let's get you better armor. Is that all right, Alan? I was just thinking the same thing. And this is Zark's shop. We entered the shop and called out to Zark. Hey, Zark, we're back again. The armor's not ready yet. Are you buying something else? Yeah, for Elna here. Speaking of which, Elna, do you prefer leather or metal armor? Well, I'm more used to metal armor, but this leather armor is fine. You don't need to buy me a new one. Don't say that. The equipment of our party members affects the safety of everyone. Don't hold back. That's right. There's no need to hold back. Zark, do you have any recommended metal armor? Let's see. I have various types, but the best recommendation, if the size fits, is this one. He pointed to an armor piece in the back of the metal armor section. This is made from a new alloy recently discovered. It's more durable and lighter than iron. Of course, it's nowhere near as good as mithril, though. I tried lifting the displayed armor. Compared to the iron armor next to it, it was indeed lighter. Elna also tried it.
It's lighter than the armor I've been using, Elna said. How much is this? The price tag said 55,000 Ginny. It was more expensive than the armor I bought. I'll give you a 20% discount on this one too, making it 44,000 Ginny. Honestly, it's a bit small and has been sitting unsold, so I was having trouble with it. That's part of the discount. Elna, is this good enough? I have no complaints about this, Elna replied. All right, let's buy this. By the way, is this adventurer spec? You can tell just by looking, can't you? It's adventurer spec. I was asking because I couldn't tell at all. I took out 4 gold coins and 4 large silver coins from my pouch and paid. When can the adjustments be done? Ideally, I'd like 3 days, but since you're a regular customer, I'll finish it in 2 days, the same time as the other armor. That helps, thanks. After taking Elna's measurements, we left the shop. Alan, I'll pay for that earlier armor with my money. It's fine. This is a party matter. It's natural to pay with party funds. Elna is my comrade now. Don't say such reserved things. Understood. Speaking of which, there was that jeweled knife we took from the bandits, wasn't there? I don't have any use for it, so I was thinking of selling it. What do you think? I didn't know how much it would be worth, but I wanted to convert anything into money if possible. You can sell it. All right, then let's ask Mr. Thallis. When we arrived at the mansion, Mr. Thallis and Mr. Jonas were just talking. Ah, Alan, thank you for the recipe. The cook said it was very easy to understand. No, it's only natural since I'm getting paid for it. More importantly, I have something I'd like Mr. Thallis to buy. Would you mind taking a look? I took out the jeweled knife from my pouch. Ah, the bandit's spoils, I see. Very well, let me have a look. We went into the negotiation room to have it examined. Mr. Thallis enthusiastically inspected the item with a magnifying glass. When he finished, it was Mr. Jonas's turn. It's quite a magnificent piece. Items of this caliber are rare, but it's a shame the gem is a bit small. Jonas also finished his inspection. He and Mr. Thallis communicated using a kind of sign language. It was probably to confirm the price. Alan, I'd like to purchase this item for 80,000 Ginny, Mr. Thallis said. Oh, that's more than I expected. Thank you, that would be great. Immediately, Mr. Jonas presented 8 gold coins. And Alan, regarding the recipe purchase, how about 5,000 Ginny for the price? 5,000 Ginny for a pudding recipe is an exorbitant price. Of course, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for that as well. All right, my tasks are getting taken care of. All that's left are the inn and seasonings. Mr. Thallis, do you know of any good inns in this city? Surely he doesn't have a chain of them, right? You'd prefer an inn with a bath, correct? In that case, the Bountiful Harvest Inn would be a good choice. It's 5 silver coins per night with 2 meals, and compared to other high-class inns, the food, bath, and service are all highly praised. It seems he doesn't have a chain. I felt a bit relieved. Having 2 meals included is nice. Thank you. I'll go there. Also, I'd like to do some personal shopping for seasonings and such. Where should I go for that? I'll have Willie guide you.
I've already informed my staff, so there should be no problem. Are you heading to the inn now? Yes, I suppose so. I don't want to overstay my welcome, so I'll head to the inn. Is that so? We'll be sad to see you go. Alan, about my gratitude for saving me from the bandits. No, there's no need for that gratitude. It was only natural to help Mr. Thallis, and you've also helped us. Couldn't we just call it even? Understood. If you put it that way, there's nothing I can do. Then please at least accept the clothes you're currently wearing. That's right. I was still wearing the borrowed clothes. Understood. I'll gratefully accept them. As we prepared our luggage to depart, Mr. Thallis's family and all the employees were lined up. Well then, thank you for everything. Your warm hospitality has been very comforting. I'll come by again sometime, so please welcome me then. Please come by any time for tea. You're always welcome, Mr. Thallis said. Alan, then I'll be waiting for you in front of the Adventurers Guild at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Understood. Until then. We left the mansion with Willie.